Alright, back on to the story. So last time we did the first part for trying to recruit people. Now we're gonna do the cat lady's side of the quest. Got everything you need? Good. Let's be off. Or at least a faster ground speed. Leave me alone! Giant dodo! Quiet, you hear that? That was cerulean engine backfired. Imperials! Ye gods, you have a paternal... You have preternatural senses. I didn't hear anything. When you grow up hunting in these lands, you learn to discern sounds from that could mean life and death, be that of a predator or patrol. From what I'm hearing, we've 7-man patrol augmented with a single Magitech armor. Wide search pattern divided into 3 teams. I don't think they know we're here. Sheesh, dang, I mean, that's some serious hearing if you can make out that much. It's risky, but we should split up and try to take them all by surprise, at the same time. We don't want them calling reinforcements. 3 teams, 3 of us, nothing for it. Where are they? Head north and you'll see them long before they see you. I'll deal with the ones to the south. The armor should be just to the west. Zemroth's best equipped to deal with that. We attack in 5. That should be enough time to get into position. Rendezvous on the west bank after. Any questions? No? Then good luck. Of course, I get the tough one. Survive the day out with a boom from the heavens. Sorry, guy. Looks like you're dying today. Samurais do a lot of damage. It looks like everything went to plan, not that I'm surprised. The 3 soldiers I faced didn't put up much of a fight. Most of the Imperials we get here are conscripts from other provinces, with little training and even less conviction. It's grim work killing men and women like that, but I doubt that they do the same. But I don't doubt that they do the same to you if the roles were reversed. And don't you dare pity a man in armor. Conscript or no, a soldier piloting one of those can kill dozens of good men in the blink of an eye. Not that I need to tell you that after what happened at the wall. Right, I believe we've rested long enough. We should resume our journey right before someone notices they're missing patrol. I kind of like how realistic this game is. Like the whole fact that they said the enemies were conscripts, not necessarily here because they want to, but you can't spare them anyway. That's kind of how it would be in real war. I mean, sad as it is. I know that on the online shop you can skip like expansion quests, like main storylines and things like that. I wonder if you do that, do you still get like the mounts that come in the main storyline? We're clear, only Alliance patrols ahead. You said the forces at Castor Orleans were under the command of Flame General Rahaban Al-Not? By Ralgar, the Bull of Alamingo himself, I never dreamed that I'd have the chance to meet the legend. Well, I mean, he's missing an arm now. Leave me alone. Ah! Huh. Ah, no.
It is good to see you again, my friends. I hope you are here to tell me you have made contact with the Resistance.
We are, General. Allow me to introduce Monago of Rolga's Reach.
At your service, sir. And may I say what an absolute honor it is to stand before the Bull of Alamigo.
These are not the Blood Sands, girl. You and I are but soldiers on a battlefield fighting for the same cause.
As you say, General.
Oh man, you're just fangirling over you.
On behalf of Commander Kemp of the Alamigan Resistance, I present to you our formal response.
Good. I'm glad we've reached an accord. Though I was not aware you had suffered such losses.
Aye. Some of our finest took part in the Griffin's doomed assault, and we've been struggling to find new recruits ever since. The massacres cast a pall over the whole Resistance, and many who might once have been open to joining us have since thought better of it.
After all of the Griffin's false promises, one can hardly blame them. They have no desire to give their lives for a lost cause.
You know, it seemed Ilburn's whole plan kind of backfired. He did that in order to take back Alamigo and things like that. But because he did that to their soldiers, now they're weak in manpower and unwilling to fight, a lot of them. So you kind of you know, did the opposite of what he was planning.
We will not lie to them. This is war, and lives will be lost. Yet what we offer is not the fever dream of a madman, but true hope.
Yeah, but how
The people need proof of this, Father.
See?
Let us show it to them. I say we stand shoulder to shoulder with our new allies and engage the Garleans in open warfare. The Resistance must demonstrate that they can hold their own against Imperial regulars. And with our assistance, I am confident they can do just that. If we can achieve even a token victory, I believe it will serve to rekindle the hope of the Alamegan people and inspire them to rise up once more.
Aye. Aye. Once word spread that we'd won a battle against the Garleans, I'd wager we'd have new recruits flocking to us from malms around. The question is, when and where do we strike?
Whoever it is,
I'm
I'm
glad
probably
you
going to be the
asked.
one in the front.
I have a plan.
You're going to send me in, aren't you? Do I get a choice in this? Of course not. Whoop. Our scouts recently informed me of an interesting development. At Castrum Belonvia, namely the arrival of the shipment rumored to have come from research and development facilities near the capital, containing prototype Magitech armor. It is our assessment that the armor is to be field tested here, most likely against Alliance forces, mayhap before the day is out. Dang it all! More Magitech weapons? It's the last thing we need. Your concern is not unwarranted, but we needn't despair just yet. The shipment is thought to have contained a single heavy unit and one or two support units, with well-laid ambush, and we are confident that we can destroy them all, hindering their development and delaying future deployment. And should we carry this out as a joint endeavor with the Resistance, they will have their rallying cry. It would mean dropping all pretenses about the Alliance not wanting to go to war with the Empire, but you'd have a lot more folk willing to stand up and fight if they knew if they weren't alone. And you were going to have to do it eventually anyway. Exactly, so what I propose is simple. We harry their patrols, bait them into bringing their prototype weapons to the east end, where our Resistance allies will take them from behind. Simple indeed, and well within our capabilities. I see no reason to delay, especially if field test is imminent. What say you? Assuming the Vice Marshal's intelligence is accurate, I agree with his assessment, and fully support his plan. I shall notify my comrades at once. Understood. I shall have one of my men bring you the details of the plan anon. And we, for our part, will be fighting with the Alliance, yes? I somehow doubt you will be intending to sit this one out. It's not like I have a choice. We've all been careful to avoid needless shows of force this side of the wall, but that's all about the change, and when it does, you may be sure to set new toys out to entertain us. I would ask you to participate in the operation, but from that look I see that is a foregone conclusion. My thanks. Per Pippin's plan, we need to turn East End into an Imperial graveyard. You're dab hand at this, and I'd be a fool not to use it. Head to the spot on your map, right here. A patrol should be along shortly. Deal with them, then rendezvous with the rest of us at the location. Go well, Sephiroth. All the way over there. Sneak around? No! He saw me! Stupid trees. And thinking about it, in real life, humans cut down trees and they can't do a darn thing about it. In this video game, the trees attack you. Oh. And quickly. I thought he was going to chase me up to here. Or you face the samurai. Samurai's hurt. That was quick. Oh, it'd be more than just one. I mean, like, more than just two enemies, but whatever. Doesn't really make a graveyard, like you said. It makes a couple tombstones at most. Come on, man! Got it! All went to plan then? Good. Our scouts report that a unit escorting the prototype weapons has left Castrum Belondia. The resistance is already in position, so we have but to wait for our guests to arrive. Alright. Let us proceed. Oh, that guy.
Things looked grim for us after Cartano, didn't they? Oh, how they doubted us. Yet here we are, right as rain, with fancy new toys to put through their paces. It's like all my name days have come at once.
You said that last time. Praying mantis bots. Interesting. How well can he fight with one arm?
Well, 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 if it
No,
isn't Garland's
he
little
fought it once.
troublemaker. I can't wait to see the look on Xenos' face when I bring him your head. That is, if my secret weapons here don't grind it into mush! Attack!
Okay. Let's see how this worked out.
Get after them, damn you!
Oh, they just put out more? Okay. That's fine. Oh, that's spammable? That's disgusting. I mean, will killing these guys keep them away for good, or...? Dang. These guys are pretty tough, actually. We go through all this freaking... Ah! We go through all this and it ends up being that, they survive anyway. Oh, I mean, that they summon more. Yeah. Dang, that's disgusting. What the frig was that? You can just spam this as long as you have the energy. It just keeps going too. These things have a lot of health. Oh, wrong button. Oh well. Would you just die already? Finally, one down.
You'll be weeping blood!
Jeez, these things have a lot of health. What the frig?
Arizona!
The frig is that?
As a raging bull!
Do I hit the mech if it... No? How am I supposed to avoid it? It's just limited time? Okay. Oh wait, what? Coward! He who... I almost missed that. He who fights and runs, what the... Who the heck are you lot? Or al amigo, let none escape! Dark gasp. My secret weapon!
Oh! Damn it all! Miracles of Magitech design, my arse! I passed harder stools than these piles of scrap. You'll pay for this. Mark my words, the next time we meet will be the last.
And we're just gonna let him run away? Yep, I guess so.
Aye! Run and tell your Viceroy! The day belongs to El Amigo! Yeah!
Yeah!
One of those kept yelling for way longer than everyone else. Well done, all of you. I'd call this operation a resounding success. Can't say I'm surprised the Bull of El Amigo had an impressive military record before he went west, as I recall. Credit where it's due, Master Camp. 'Twas Marshal Parupid who made the plan, and all of you, resistance and allies alike, carried it out to perfection. Aye, that they did. Not a single casualty, for which I am grateful beyond words. I've no doubt our comrades back at the reef will feel the same. As will ours. It's been a pleasure, General. Until next time. Minago, I leave the Scions in your care. We shall return to the castrums then. Zemroth, Mistress Levier, once more you have my thanks. As Master Kemp said, until the next battle. I'm just waiting for them to give him a metal arm. Just saying. I've heard the stories, but to actually see you in action, I almost found myself pitying the Imperials. Seriously, though, it was inspirational. But you must be tired from hearing that, eh? I'll keep it simple then. Thanks for your help out there. Nothing special, just a normal samurai suit. Well then, there's no reason to remain here any longer. Let us get back to the Reach. Right? Someone explain to me why in the city I can summon my mount but not my chocobo? Unless I summon him as a mount. Just curious. You didn't have to take part in the operation, but you did. You went above and beyond what was asked for you, without hesitation, for that we owe you a debt. Our victory may not count for much in practical terms, but its symbolic value cannot be overstated. Alliance and Resistance fighters came together to face an Imperial unit equipped with Garleman's newest weapons, and smash them. The people will remember this day. Aye, that they will, for it marks the beginning of something far greater than any single victory, the beginning of a campaign by the united Eorzea to drive out the Garleans from our lands. Promises and platitudes mean naught without action, but the Alliance took the field and risked their lives for our cause. To think that the last time the Garlean troops took this soil was more than a century ago, during the Autumn War. That was to defend against our invasion. Ours is a long and bloody history, to be sure, and it gives me great heart to see that despite our ominous past, we can still come together together for the sake of the future. Well said, Commander, which is why I intend to go from village to village and spread the word of our victory to our new alliance. The people will flock to our banners, just you wait and see. Zemroth, Alice, I cannot thank you enough for your assistance. It's good. I like water. What the what? Owing to the efforts of you all, we have accomplished a great deal in a short time. The Resistance thanks you for your service, Scions. As the operations here have proceeded apace in my absence. Welcome back, Brother Dearest. Wow, I don't think I'd ever hear her say that. I don't remember her saying things like that. I take it your efforts to gather new recruits were successful? Indeed, there were several amongst the Scions ranks that were quite eager to take part in our joint endeavor. With the Resistance whom I've come to present. Commander Kemp, if I may. My name is Arenbald Lentis, a half-breed, as you can doubtless tell. I'm here to fight to free Alamigo, for an Alamigo where women like my mother are never made to suffer. I pray you grant me this honor. A true-born son of Girl Abana, same as me. It is to my honor to grant, but yours freely to take. Welcome, brother. With our swelling ranks and the aid of the Eorzean Alliance, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, I believe we will soon be in a position to seize the initiative. Once our new recruits have received sufficient training, I will propose to General Idolian that we draw up plans for an assault on Casper Belonia. Then in the meantime, we will make the preparations we can. Meanwhile, the royal palace of Alamico. The heck is this? Is that their national anthem? How come he's noticeably taller than everyone else? It's not just the armor, his physical stature is noticeably taller than everyone else there. Like, he's head and shoulders above everyone.
Alliance forces have occupied Castrum Oriens and taken up positions along the length of the wall. Our patrols have engaged their reconnaissance parties on site, but there have been no significant exchanges, save one. A unit tasked with field testing prototype Magitech weapons was attacked. The weapons were destroyed, with the unit sustaining near total casualties.
Near total? Go on.
My lord, there was but a single survivor from the unit in question, which falls under my command. According to his report, they were ambushed by a contingent of Eorzean Alliance regulars, abetted by resistance insurgents.
A simple ambush and only one survivor. A fine day's work. The stubbornness to survive is not without worth. He may live. However, the 12th is no place for the weak.
He shall be relegated at once, my lord. As you say, the 12th is no place for cowards who count their lives more precious than the cause.
Indeed, indeed. We have no need of cowards.
Is he like young Emperor Palpatine with his voice? No need for cowards. He's gonna kill him, isn't he?
My lord,
Yep.
Cowards, who defer critical missions to their subordinates, who hide within their castra, never meeting their prey in battle, never staring into the whites of their eyes.
He's a little bit of a psycho. See, he's noticeably bigger than everyone else.
Why? When confronted with a heretofore unknown icon, did we surrender the wall to the Alliance? Because my honored father, in his infinite wisdom, has not seen fit to grant us leave to march on their lands. Accordingly, we have extended an invitation to our neighbors. Gir Abania is where we shall host them. The field upon which we shall enjoy the sport of kings.
See?
Patience is paramount. Cornered animals may have spirit, but they are ultimately predictable and very poor sport. But if one dangles the promise of freedom before them while nipping at their heels to stoke their passion, then things become interesting. It is a delicate dance, one which asks much of my hounds.
That's
And
eyeliner
so
you
I
got,
put the
buddy.
question to you, my fellow huntsman. How shall we deal with these savages?
My lord, I have a proposal.
Silence, Alamegan! You do forget yourself! Only by the grace of Lord Van Baelsar were you afforded a place here, and that in name alone. We have no need of your proposals, savage.
This savage yearns to hunt her own. The floor is yours, Commander.
Thank you, my lord.
I have a slight feeling that she is a spy. Like, I kind of have a feeling that she's not actually against us, or at least she won't be at some point. I could be wrong though. She could just be a psychopath who likes to live in a nation where people bully her for her origins and going around killing her own people. I mean, she could just be that bat crazy. Right then, I have duties to attend to. Mayhap we could assist you with said duties. We're here to help after all. The three of you have been busy, so I will understand if you require time to rest. If not, however, it would seem sensible to assist our allies with their preparations. We'd be grateful for any and all help you can offer. If you ask around, I guarantee you won't want for work. Requests. I beg your pardon. I'm the man who best Gaius Van Baelsar wishes to offer me assistance. I say this is highly irregular, though I have heard it said that you have a penchant for aiding the common man. In which case, before the occupation, I was a humble historian, where my duties left me scarce time for aught else. I think it's important that these momentous events be recorded for the benefits of future generations. Primary sources are indispensable, and I had in mind to question a number of my fellow freedom fighters, asking their motivations for taking up this cause and so forth. You may take down their statements in this log, and Zermoth, thank you for your service, now and ever after. I was just a cook before all this. Simple fate, really. Had a chance to lend a hand and help feed some refugees one day. I took a liking to fighting. They believed, and there is always need for cooks, or at least people who can work with whatever the foraging parties turn out. Do you want to help, do you? Seeing as I'm in no position to leave the soup pot unattended, could you go ask Tebby for a variety of herbs? 6 springs or so, whatever. Of whatever he's got on hand should suffice. It's not as haphazard as it may seem. Depending on the recipe, it doesn't really matter what sort you add, so long as you add something. I'll be here when you get back. The Atlanta Battlemaid is not one to be trusted. You look like a strider in search of comrades in need. If so, I have a task for you. I am a trainer, and I was told to expect new recruits this eve. Yet nary one has come. Perhaps they were given the wrong time or location. I do not know. They number 5 in all. These would-be warriors. Send them on to me. Should you chance to find them. How come every time there's a snake-like race, they always have to their S's? But indeed, this to save lives perhaps, or to make amends for the ones who couldn't. My father and my brothers were worked to death while building the castrum. For what did it matter to the Guardians, eh? More where that lot come from. After that, I couldn't keep on doing nothing. Whoa. I know I'm late, but I had to say a prayer for my sister first, after what the Imperials did to her. Death was a mercy. I can't see! It's so bright! This person. Fiery recruit. Huh? Training? God, I was so busy practicing to impress the others that I completely forgot. Thank you. I mean, I don't know about you, but practicing to impress the others is probably something that should be put on the back burner when compared to learning how to live in a war. Could be wrong, but I'm not. Thousands of pardons. So preoccupied was I by the question of whether Alamigo should be a monarchy or republic that I neglected to attend my training. How silly. I know, until we drive the Imperials from our lands, the question is moot. What? You telling me the dragon can't swim? Aren't you the Acorn Slayer? Darned if I know you'd be odd why you bother asking someone like me why I joined the Resistance, but it's simple. If I wasn't fighting for Alamigo, I'd be fighting for the Empire. You're either with them or not, and if you're with them, you may as well make the most of it. And if you're with them, you must have the most of food, trading, citizenship. If you live long enough, you die stealing someone else's land. It's not like it's not, like as not, but that's the choice. But me, I'd rather die here. You're telling me the dragon can't swim? Teacher calls Marine. I see. You were discussing strategies for disabling Magitek armor, you see, and yes, of course, there's no time. If you would excuse me. Can you imagine if the city didn't allow you to use mounts? This would be so annoying. Huh? 6 springs or whatever's on hand. Afraid I can't spare that much. You'll take 2 and be glad of it. Jeez, you could be nicer though. The remainder you'll have to gather yourself. Shouldn't be too much of a bother though. You'd be surprised what you can find growing underfoot even in the reach. Not be a jerk about it, though. Last person. Faint-hearted recruit. Oh, bugger. You were sent by the snake, weren't you? I heard 1 of 4 recruits don't live through their training. That can't be true, right? Oh, bugger. Oh, bugger. Whatever. Bats! This must be the Bat Cave. Will I find Batman at the end? Why did I join the Resistance? Well, if you must know, it was to avenge a friend the Imperials butchered before my very eyes back in Alapico. We owned a stall in the markets, and passing soldiers snatched up a piece of fruit. He spoke out before I could stop him, only to get a flume of steel in the gut for his trouble. I found my way here, and that was that. It's disgusting how people would abuse power like that. Oh man, Azeroth, have you spoken with the freedom fighters like I asked? As fascinating as they are varied, you have a knack for convincing others to bare their hearts to you. I could not have done better myself. Many years from now, when these tumultuous times pass into memory, their accounts will serve as a window into the struggle. We must never forget, my friend. Never. Fragrant herbs. He can run on the water. Why does he knock me off? All recruits are present and accounted for. My thanks to you, Strider. Not all appreciate the rigor with which I train my recruits. Some favor a gentler approach, as if the Imperials would be so kind. 'Tis a thankless job to teach, some say, but I say their survival Is thanks enough? Fare you well. Ah, there you are. Got those herbs I asked for. Thanks, that'll do nicely. And, sorry to impose upon you, sir. I thought you were another new recruit. Didn't realize until after that you were, But to answer the question that's probably on your mind, yes, it's always like this. Never enough food or supplies to go around. All the more reason I'm to be grateful when our countrymen can spare some for the cause. Though it comes at a cost to too many villagers, too many children more deserving than us. But a man can't fight on an empty stomach, so we partake as we must, although we never lose sight of it. Darn it all, where could it have gone to? Oh, pardon me, fellow lover of freedom and justice. Why? You haven't seen a Lord of the Destroyer anywhere, have you? Maybe on the ground, as if some certain bloody fool had dropped it. It had been him. I had it this morning, that much I know for certain. And I've not left the reach since, so... gotta be around here somewhere. If you've got a moment to spare, would you be willing to help me search? I spent some time near the Temple of the First Fist earlier, so it might be there. As for me, I'll look around near the officers' pavilion. They're hardly rare, I know. I could just easily buy another, but even so, please help me find it. Okay. 1 second, BRB. Alright, I'm back. That quest was a little too easy. I thought it was going to be something special because it only appeared after you finished the others, but So I'm a little suspicious on where this is going. I swear I've searched high and low, but it just won't turn up. 7 Hex, that's the one! That's my lucky ward! You're a godsend, brother. Before I was born, my mother made the pilgrimage to the Temple of the Fist, where she, like many others, received blessings of the monks. And then the Eorzea came and burned it all to the ground. The mad, and after some time came the Garleans, who cared even less for our beliefs. But I still keep to the old ways, as do many others. And when my son is born, I'll teach him the stories and the scripture that my mother taught me. Okay, that was it. Whatever. With that, another task complete. Zemroth, I hear you've been keeping busy. Aye, that he has, and we thank him for it. It pleases me to inform you that our new recruits have completed their initial training. Dang, that was fast! I'm pretty sure basic training in our military doesn't go that fast. It pleases me to inform you that our new recruits have completed their initial training and stand ready to contribute. As discussed, Ninago, I would have you present my proposal for an assault on Castleville with General Eilden personally. Of course, sir. Are you and yours planning to return to Castrum Orients before the operation? If so, why don't we travel together? That seems a fine suggestion, but I must consult my comrades ere we depart. Very well, I will wait for you at the pass, but not too long. I expect Kryl and Ishulta will wish to remain here to support the church, but nevertheless we should go and ask them. Deafening glare. Awesomeness. That would explain the sudden flurry of activities outside. The joint operation makes the turning point of our conflict with the Garleans. For the first attempt, the resistance in the Alliance shall go on the offensive and attempt to capture an Imperial outpost in occupied territory. Personally, I believe it's imperative that we offer them our full support, as was the case with Ishgard. However, this is not a choice to be made lightly, nor less on others' behalves. This is war, and every scion must decide what part he or she will play. I'll fight for Alamigo, for my father, for Yida. I'm in it to the end. The choice was made for us ere we were born. Brother, when the Empire marched on Eorzea, they will stop at nothing to subjugate or slaughter us all. Van Belthar and Van Darius were but the first to try. Darius. Though your favor is surprising, I cannot dispute the logic. At the risk of repeating myself, I am of course in the same mind. The present situation is untenable, and further complicated by the existence of Elders Primal. I believe we have no choice but to directly and openly intervene. I thought this was a foregone conclusion given our actions thus far, but if you require renewed information, then yes, I still wholly committed to this cause. For it is ultimately the self-same cause that I have served since I first pledged to serve Master Louis Schwa in the Circle of Knowing. Salvation of Eorzea by any means necessary. That said, I shall refrain from taking the field on this occasion. There are many here who require further treatment, and doubtless more will come after. I came here for Mephilia, and that hasn't changed. However, I'd like to stay with the Shoulder for now and tend to the. As for you, Zemrath, you are, to quote our dear friend Lord Edmont, the man who slew Gaius Ben Belsar and some half-dozen primals beside. I think it's more than half-dozen by this point. Let's see. Titan, Garuda, Ifrit, and then I fought Garuda. I fought Titan. No, I fought Titan the second time. And Leviathan. Shiva. Friggin'. What else? The Thunder guy, Ahmad or whatever his name is. Yeah, I think it's more than a dozen at this point. As for you, Zermoth, you are, to quote. Oh, there's also the bishop when he made himself primal. That was a thing. As for you, Zemroth, you are to quote our dear friend Lord Edmont. Oh yeah. Your presence may well prove the difference between victory and defeat. Many look to you as a hero and heap great expectations upon your shoulders. But you, like every song, must decide for yourself. That Emperor poses too great of a threat. We can but carry on. For those we have lost, for those we can't save. As long as the battle to be fought, I'll be there. To be frank, Alfie, this isn't my fight, but I'll do it. Alfie. Seems like something a hero would say. Well said. Take care, Ishulta, Kryl, and do not hesitate to contact us should you require assistance. At least I would ask you to remain here by Conrad's side. We should go, or Magno will leave without us. Might I persuade you to join us, Semra? Surely you wish to give your decision further consideration. Passion Ordinance would seem an apt place to do it, but you need not answer right away. I'm sure I can convince Manago to wait a little longer. But yeah, I could send them things on adventures. Nope. So you'll be accompanying us. Oh, glad I'm out of here. All set. Excellent. Then let us be off. So every expansion seems to be two. I mean, not two. Four chapters. Just pretty teleport. Much better than run all the way. Welcome back, comrades. What news? Greetings, General. I have come at Commander Camp's behest to brief you on the latest developments at the Reach. Our recruitment efforts have exceeded expectations. In addition to welcoming many motivated young Alamegans to our ranks have been bolstered by the arrival of a number of experienced veterans, thanks in large part to the efforts of the Scions. As a consequence, we are now able to field half a dozen new units, with more being trained as we speak. Good. I gather Conrad is eager to strike when the iron's hot. Just so, General. He proposes that we begin preparations for a joint operation to capture Castle Belondia. Capture Belondia? That will not be easy. It will, however, be necessary if we are ever to push east towards the capital. There is no point to delay. It's only a matter of time before the Garleans learn of our plans and summon reinforcements. The Alliance hereby accepts Commander Kemp's proposal. Tell him to take no chances and bring every able-bodied Alamegan who can wield a weapon. Pippin, I want Belonia watched. Assess its defenses. Every fortress has a weakness, and I would know this one. If there's no objection, General, might the Scions join Marshal Harapin? By all means, if that is all, let us be about it. Conrad and General are one mind, it seems. I only wish I could say the same. While this aggressive strategy may well profit us in the end, what losses will suffer? Anyway, we should speak with the Vice Marshal about the reconnaissance mission. See how he would like to proceed. Oops. Oh. I guess I should talk to the person. Thank you for volunteering to join me. This should be fairly straightforward. Reconnaissance mission, so as long as we do not have ill fortune to run afoul of an Imperial patrol. Come, our destination is beyond the east end, just north of Velondia. Velondia? The frick? Hey, so I'm walking. Oops. Oop, wrong button. Or too long, but these are so aggressive. Yeesh. What the frig is that? Ant lion? Really? Would they live underground? This. I feel like it's something. Not sure what yet. You know what? Too close to the rest of it. Memorize her. It's ought to be close enough now. We settle in for the long watch. That said, it would be prudent to keep your weapons at the ready in the event a passive patrol stumbles upon us. Upon reconnecting Chasm for the several cutscenes will play in 6 dance sequence. But what? Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Excellent. The disposition of the Imperial forces is exactly as expected. I will notify Father. Cannon fire! Where did it come from?
Probably a cannon.
Smoke! There! Is that... Oh gods, it's Ralga's Reach.
That's not good.
It's no use. I think someone's jamming our communications.
You don't think... Could this be part of a coordinated attack?
Too early to draw conclusions. We must abort the assault and return to the Reach at once.
Then they all died. The end. Okay, maybe she's not a spy. Maybe she is just a psychopath.
Forward! Forward! Give them no quarter!
You!
Huh.
Traitor! Kinslayer!
You're no kin of mine!
That ain't good.
Mefred!
What? Oh, I thought she hit her.
I'll take you!
Okay. Oh, that ain't good. What is that? What is that thing?
Well, well. Stand aside, Pilus. This one has promise.
Have a care, my lord. She's not like the others.
Do not disappoint me, girl, or I will kill you.
Oh, what? That's just a sheath? That's his sheath?
7 hells. It's him. It's Xenos.
The Viceroy? Oh, you are a dead man! Ah!
Oh.
So spirited, and yet so empty.
There's a guy wearing magic armor. Yep.
Please run!
Oh, I thought it was gonna be me.
Ah, a magical barrier. Alas. It will not save you.
Wait, what?
Your shoulder!
I think that's the first time it's actually showed blood in this game. Like,
Hold the line, Byrolga! Hold the line!
jeez. The Schultz better not be dead.
Kryl!
Alphino!
We saw the smoke and thought we heard explosions. Are we under attack?
The Imperials were all over us before we realized what was happening. No one knew where to run or what to do. It was chaos. Lise and Master Kemp rallied the guards and bought us enough time to get some of the wounded to safety, but I haven't seen either of them since.
Confound it! If we lose the Reach, this will all have been for naught. Arenvold, can you escort these people to the wall?
Aye, sir.
Our place is at the Reach. We must offer such aid and succor as we are able. Saving lives is now our paramount concern. If we can hold back the Imperials until Father sends reinforcements, we may yet turn the tide.
I'll join you. I've done all I can for these people, and you'll be crying out for a healer in there.
I fear you're right. Come, there is no time to lose.
I'm just saying Ashola better not be dead.
It's all over now!
Others who need us. I can't mount.
Fury of the Flames!
Okay. Which way? You said deeper inside, up there. Over there?
Rebel scum! What took you so long?
Alpha, no, I need your help.
My lord, the prisoners!
See to your men, Pylus.
What's this a-hole?
As you command, my lord.
I want to know her story. Why is she doing this? There's got to be a reason for it.
Your friends were a disappointment. But you will entertain me, will you not?
I'm guessing I won't actually be able to kill him here. He's gonna escape for some reason or whatever.
As one!
Dang! He just does not want to take damage.
Be gone!
Oh, what is this? Holy! Can't move.
Give me something to remember.
Oh, snap! Yeah. The swell? Zeke! Did I get out of the way? Nope. Dang! This guy's taking like no damage! Is it possible to beat him? I mean, is it gonna be like one of those ones where... nope. Okay. I don't know what to do. Gosh, dang it. What the frick, man? That armor is cheating. Ah!
Pathetic.
Seven hells.
Smart move.
Shall we give chase, General?
Nay. There has been enough death this day. See to the wounded.
Aye, sir.
That armor is cheating.
You all right, lad? There's no ordinary foe could best the likes of you.
Freaking his armor, dude. It was like reducing all my damage.
Don't you die on me, Ashola! Hold on!
Don't worry, it's going to be all right. Alphino, Master Kemp is all yours.
Understood.
Don't just stand there gawping. Hold her down while I work.
Wait, she's not even moving. She's completely unconscious. I need to hold her down for her. I'm not even holding her down. I just kind of kneeled down next to her.
The worst is past, but without the proper facilities, I can do no more.
Master Kemp too would be better served in the infirmary. Let us take them there without delay.
Give us a hand, would you, Lise?
Of course.
I know you must be exhausted, but there will be others who need our help. Leave these two to us and look to the other wounded.
You did well, Zemroth. You saved lives. No matter what happens, remember that. Now then, let us do what we can for the wounded. Every minute counts. See to the wound, Zemroth. If they live, help them. If not, move on. This was a rough one. You? Whoever lies motionless, have they breathe his last. Fetch his fifth is small charm which you take for safety. He was already cold when I got to him. There was naught I could do. That charm must have been important. Best take it to Conrad. I want to know what the frig is wrong with that lady. Actually, if it wasn't for her, you wouldn't be lying there. You'd probably be in a grave. Just saying. Oh. I'll go. Nefrid, where are you? This is... He's dead, isn't he? Nefrid was a warrior, always thinking about others before himself. He once had an Imperial patrol chase him nigh over 20 miles. So... Oh, crud! Man, I wish they could... There was a setting to make the voice-acted cutscenes go automatically and the non-voice-acted cutscenes not. His comrades loved him for it, of course, though it only made him worry. Did you know he sent his men in Quarry Mill away because he thought they were fighting for him and not the cause? Well, he did. That's the only life he was willing to risk, was his own, you see. But that's exactly the kind of man who should be a leader. The kind of man who deserves to survive, not an old fool who's all used up. There's no logic to it, Master Kep. There never is. Who stands, who falls in the heat of battle, we can do nothing. We can but do our best, as he did. Nefrid will surely be missed, aye, but because of his sacrifice, many now live who would otherwise would not, and they need us now more than ever. Aye, that they do. Forgive me. I had high hopes for them. Our defeat was no near thing. It was total humiliation. We were powerless to withstand our enemy's assault. But we cannot afford to dwell on our failures. As often Alphanot said, it is those who survive whom we must think of now. Ralgar's reach is no longer safe. The Imperials may have withdrawn, but they could return at any time to finish what they began. We dare not remain. Those who are not fit to make the journey to Kashmorians will need to be taken by chocobo carriage. Agreed? Good. I shall oversee the preparations for the carriages. In the meantime, I would have you scour the infirmary for any supplies that might prove useful to the trip. Forgive me, but it is imperative that I continue preparing medicines for the wounded. If you desire treatment, I must ask that you seek it elsewhere. Oh, I see. In that case, you are free to search the barber and take what you require. I would not have our people dying en route. I would assist you, but this process demands my undivided attention. The Marshal said you might have something. Both be praised. This should put the driver's hearts to ease. Tell the Vice Marshal will be in danger. Hilta and the others are safely strapped in. Don't worry, I'll be by your side the entire time. Thank you, Kryle. I'll walk alongside. They need protection in case the Guardians try anything. Hang on, you're injured too, aren't you? Shouldn't you be the one in the carriages? I'm not so thrilled that I can't make the trip on my own. Besides, there's work to be done here. I will see you at the wall when it's finished. As you wish. Then let us set forth at once. We shall move as quickly as our comrades' health allows. To Castrum Oriens. Alright, so level 65 on Sam. So next one is I'm not leveling tanks and healers right now because I can level those through dungeons with the good queues. So for the quest, I'm only leveling this. You know. You saved a good many of my men, and I cannot thank you enough for that. But the fact remains, our forces were decimated. In this state, we'll not be mounting assaults on Castrum or anywhere else. We need to be honest with ourselves about our prospects, but first we need to put our affairs in order. Afterwards, I'll join you at Castrum Ordnance. Understood. We will go and speak with General Aldean. That big thing that guy was carrying around was just an overglorified sheath. Alright. I feel that, like, your skills and power are way above his, but he just has superior technology is the problem. Pippin has already departed with the wounded. Is he good? Then we shall Then we have completed our search of the Reach and the surrounding areas. As far as we can tell, Xenos has been returned straightaways to this ffxiv. Imperiators, after quitting this place, would seem he lost interest in us. Which brings us the most troubling question of all. How he found us, but not how he found us, but why he chose to spare our lives having done so. In war, you kill or capture the enemy. You don't leave them to fight another day. Only a fool will turn his back and walk away. But Xenos is no fool. Whatever his motive is, this is neither the time nor the place to think on it. I will leave a token force to watch over the beach. The rest will fall back to Castro, so we can discuss our path forward in there. We cheated, yeah. Kryl is with his shoulder. She still hasn't woken up, but Kryl says she's through the worst. Given the severity of her wound, we could have hoped for no more. Let us pray she makes a full recovery. We lost a lot of good people, didn't we? I saw it happen when the Skull's commander cut down Minfred, a single blow, and that was it. Everything he fought for, all his hopes and dreams for the future, gone in an instant. And do you know what's the worst part? It wasn't a Galarian who did it, it was an Alamegan. God's help me, if I ever... No, not now. Not while the general's waiting.
Were it not for the swift actions of the Scions and the Alliance, many more would have died. You risked your lives to save ours, and for that we thank you.
There is no need for thanks. We are allies, are we not?
Aye, just so. Let us not dwell on this tragedy, but look to the future.
The future? I'm sorry, General, but there is no future for us. We've lost too many. Gods, I can still see Mefrid with that woman standing over him. They've ripped the heart out of us, General. They've broken us. Our fight is over.
Master Kemp, please.
I'll always hate them with every fiber of my being. For what they took from us then and now. Our homeland, our freedom, our bloody children.
You mean the Skulls? The youths who fight for Xenos?
Grania Lupi, the Black Wolf's legacy and our shame. A unit made up of children born to Alamegan dignitaries who came of age during the occupation. Sons and daughters of Gir Abania, raised to be proud citizens of the Empire, with all the rights and responsibilities that entails. It'd be easy to curse them and call them traitors. But they're our children. Our flesh and blood. If the only way to forge the future we want is to cut down our own, then...
Then what was it all for?
Nargo?
What will you say to the families of the fallen? To the mothers, and the widows, and the orphans? Will you tell them it was all for nothing?
Listen to the girl. We dare not suffer our comrades' sacrifices to have been in vain. Now is the time to steel our resolve and press on, painful though it may be.
And when Xenos comes back with his army, what then? This isn't the first time, you know. You'll be hard-pressed to find men brave or stupid enough to face him again.
I still can't believe how strong he was. He humiliated us back there. The Warrior of Light included. Gods help us if he's next in line to the Garlean throne.
Loath though I am to say it, we should not be surprised. Before succeeding Van Baelsar in Alamigo, Xenos led the Imperial army to Doma, where he crushed the rebellion utterly. As a matter of fact, Doma remains in his charge to this day. Suffice it to say, Varys' heir is a peerless warrior and an accomplished general. The question is, how are we to contend with such a foe? Interesting. You are suggesting we kindle the flames of revolution in Doma once more and force Xenos to fight a war on two fronts?
For that, there would need to be someone left to fight on this front by the time you got back. Look, I'll not deny the plan as promised, and I feel for our brothers and sisters in Doma, truly I do. But I fear we lack the strength to see it through.
Have faith in your people, Master Kemp. Them and the Scions. Hold fast, rebuild, and when all is in place, we shall defeat Xenos together.
If you're going to Doma, I'm coming too. I want to help our friends there, and make sure nothing like this ever happens again.
Give us the time we need, and we will give you something far greater.
Very well. For all you have done for us, we will fight on. But be swift, comrades. Alamigo has suffered enough.
It makes a little bit more sense. The skulls were raised at the Empire, so even if they are Alamigo, they were raised by their culture, their standards, and taught by them. So it would make a little bit more sense. It goes without saying that the Scions alone have not the strength to topple the eventual government, here or anywhere else. And I'm quite certain the same can be said for the Doman Liberation Front. Nevertheless, we can but go and assess the situation for ourselves and see what can be done. Lest you doubt what good we few can accomplish, I would remind you that my grandfather and his 12 disciples once journeyed these lands to save Eorzea and her people from certain brave souls with an impossible task, and Eorzea lives on. Our present mission may not be as monumental in scope, but it is no less important to the multitudes whom we free from imperial oppression, whom we will free. Azeroth is contemplating March 63. Where men to go as one, there is life. And where men go as one, there is life. And where there is life, there is a cause to hope. Our grandfather believed that, and so do I. Before we can forge ties with our friends in the Far East, we must first find a way to reach them. Orthard isn't exactly over the river and through the woods. I am one step ahead of you, dear sister, or rather talk to us. Before we discuss that, there is another issue I wish to address. Much as I would like it if we could all make the journey together, someone will need to remain and serve as liaison to the Alliance and Resistance during this critical period. Moreover, as Yoshola cannot be left unattended, then I should obviously remain very well. Issue addressed. You know, Alphanod, it would have been quicker just to ask, and markedly less patronizing. Yes, I suppose. Would you be willing to look after your shoulder and provide support to our involved in the others? Yes, Alphanaut, I would. You see, that wasn't so hard, was it? Enjoy your trip and don't you dare return with a gift. What? Oh, I would not dream of it. Right then, Scissors, Zerma, please, gather your things. We are for Limzo Limza. Alright, this seems like a good stopping spot for it. So, yeah, I guess the next time we meet, we'll be heading for Doma. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the content.